Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Twist suddenly so as to sprain. A painful muscle spasm, especially in the neck or back. Rick and rick are British. A stack of hay. Pile in ricks. Rick hay. Twist suddenly so as to sprain. The hikers sprained their ankles when they fell. A painful injury to a joint caused by a sudden wrenching of its ligaments. To break and turn over earth, especially with a plow. Turn the earth in the spring. Twist suddenly so as to sprain. I turned my ankle and couldn't walk for several days. Pass into a condition gradually, take on a specific property or attribute, become. The weather turned nasty. Cause to move around a center so as to show another side of. Turn a page of a book. Undergo a change or development. The water turned into ice. Let something fall or spill from a container. Turn the flour onto a plate. Cause a plastic object, to assume a crooked or angular form. The strong man could turn an iron bar. Undergo a transformation or a change of position or action. We turned from socialism to capitalism. Pass to the other side of. Turn the corner. Have recourse to or make an appeal or request for help or information to. She turned to her relatives for help. Turning or twisting around, in place. A favor for someone. He did me a good turn. Change to the contrary. The tides turned against him. Game. The activity of doing something in an agreed succession. It is my turn. A short performance that is part of a longer program. A circular segment of a curve. Sports. A division during which one team is on the offensive. A time period for working, after which you will be relieved by someone else. A movement in a new direction. The turning of the wind. An unforeseen development. Events suddenly took an awkward turn. The act of changing or reversing the direction of the course. He took a turn to the right. Go sour or spoil. The cream has turned, we have to throw it out. Accomplish by rotating. Turn a somersault. Alter the functioning or setting of. Turn the dial to 10. Become officially 1 year older. She is turning 50 this year. Cause to change or turn into something different. Assume new characteristics. The princess turned the frog into a prince by kissing him. Cause to move along an axis or into a new direction. Turn your face to the wall. Cause to move around or rotate. Turn a key. Change color. In Vermont, the leaves turn early. Change orientation or direction, also in the abstract sense. The mugger turned and fled before I could see his face. Channel one's attention, interest, thought, or attention toward or away from something. The pedophile turned to boys for satisfaction. Direct at someone. She turned a smile on me. Get by buying and selling. The company turned a good profit after a year. Move around an axis or a center. The wheels are turning. Shape by rotating on a lathe or cutting device or a wheel. Turn the legs of the table. Taking a short walk out and back. We took a turn in the park. The act of turning away or in the opposite direction. He made an abrupt turn away from her. To send or let go. They turned away the crowd at the gate of the governor's mansion. Twist suddenly so as to sprain. The wrestler twisted his shoulder. A sharp strain on muscles or ligaments. Cause, a plastic object, to assume a crooked or angular form. Twist the dough into a braid. Twist or pull violently or suddenly, especially so as to remove something from that to which it is attached or from where it originates. Form into a spiral shape. The cord is all twisted. Turning or twisting around, in place. With a quick twist of his head he surveyed the room. A miniature whirlpool or whirlwind resulting when the current of a fluid doubles back on itself. A circular segment of a curve. An interpretation of a text or action. To move in a twisting or contorted motion, especially when struggling. Extend in curves and turns. The path twisted through the forest. A hairdo formed by braiding or twisting the hair. The act of winding or twisting. A jerky pulling movement. Any clever maneuver. A sharp bend in a line produced when a line having a loop is pulled tight. An unforeseen development. Practice sophistry. Change the meaning of or be vague about in order to mislead or deceive. Don't twist my words. The act of rotating rapidly. It broke off after much twisting. Do the twist. Form into twists. Social dancing in which couples vigorously twist their hips and arms in time to the music was popular in the 1960s. They liked to dance the twist. Turn in the opposite direction. Twist one's head. Twist suddenly so as to sprain. Wrench one's ankle. A sharp strain on muscles or ligaments. The wrench to his knee occurred as he fell. Twist or pull violently or suddenly, especially so as to remove something from that to which it is attached or from where it originates. Wrench a window off its hinges. A hand tool that is used to hold or twist a nut or bolt. A jerky pulling movement. Twist and compress, as if in pain or anguish. Make a sudden twisting motion. Twist suddenly so as to sprain. A painful muscle spasm especially in the neck or back. Rick and Rick are British. A painful muscle spasm especially in the neck or back. Rick and Rick are British. English biochemist who, with Watson in 1953, helped discover the helical structure of DNA, 1916 to 2004. Twist, a body part, into a strained position. Crick your neck. Curl tightly. A painful muscle spasm especially in the neck or back. Rick and Rick are British. Form a curl, curve, or kink. A sharp bend in a line produced when a line having a loop is pulled tight. A difficulty or flaw in a plan or operation. There are still a few kinks to iron out. An eccentric idea. A person with unusual sexual tastes. A stack of hay. A stack of hay. Hurt the feelings of. Cause injuries or bodily harm to. Cause damage or affect negatively. A casualty to military personnel resulting from combat. An injury to living tissue, especially an injury involving a cut or break in the skin. Hurt the feelings of. The act of inflicting a wound. Cause injuries or bodily harm to. A figurative injury, to your feelings or pride. He feared that mentioning it might reopen the wound. Put in a coil. A painful and involuntary muscular contraction. Pathology. Sudden constriction of a hollow organ, as a blood vessel. Prevent the progress or free movement of. A painful and involuntary muscular contraction. A strip of metal with ends bent at right angles, used to hold masonry together. A clamp for holding pieces of wood together while they are glued. Affect with or as if with a cramp. Secure with a cramp. Cramp the wood. Suffer from sudden painful contraction of a muscle. A painful and involuntary muscular contraction. A large tall chimney through which combustion gases and smoke can be evacuated. A list in which the next item to be removed is the item most recently stored, LIFO. Arrange in stacks. Stack your books up on the shelves. A storage device that handles data so that the next item to be retrieved is the item most recently stored, LIFO. Often followed by of, a large number or amount or extent. An orderly pile. Arrange the order of so as to increase one's winning chances. Stack the deck of cards. Load or cover with stacks. Stack a truck with boxes. A car that is old and unreliable. Arrange in stacks. Heap firewood around the fireplace. Often followed by of, a large number or amount or extent. A collection of objects laid on top of each other. Bestow in large quantities. He heaped him with work. Fill to overflow. Heap the platter with potatoes. The yarn, as in a rug or velvet or corduroy, that stands up from the weave. For uniform color and texture, tailors cut velvet with the pile running the same direction. A large sum of money, especially as pay or profit. Arrange in stacks. Fine soft dense hair, as the fine short hair of cattle or deer or the wool of sheep or the undercoat of certain dogs. A column of wood or steel or concrete that is driven into the ground to provide support for a structure. Often followed by of, a large number or amount or extent. A collection of objects laid on top of each other. Press tightly together or cram. A nuclear reactor that uses controlled nuclear fission to generate energy. Battery consisting of voltaic cells arranged in series, the earliest electric battery devised by Volta. Place or lay as if in a pile. The teacher piled work on the students until the parents protested. A small cone-shaped pile of hay that has been left in the field until it is dry enough to carry to the hayrick. A monarchy in northwestern Europe occupying most of the British Isles, divided into England and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland. Great Britain is often used loosely to refer to the United Kingdom. An island comprising England and Scotland and Wales. A monarchy in northwestern Europe occupying most of the British Isles, divided into England and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland. Great Britain is often used loosely to refer to the United Kingdom. A monarchy in northwestern Europe occupying most of the British Isles, divided into England and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland. Great Britain is often used loosely to refer to the United Kingdom. A monarchy in northwestern Europe occupying most of the British Isles, divided into England and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland. Great Britain is often used loosely to refer to the United Kingdom. A monarchy in northwestern Europe occupying most of the British Isles, divided into England and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland. Great Britain is often used loosely to refer to the United Kingdom. A monarchy in northwestern Europe occupying most of the British Isles, divided into England and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland. Great Britain is often used loosely to refer to the United Kingdom.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.